Hello, girls and guys, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to RoboThoughts, the series of Zero to Hero Python coding on Jetson Nano. Alright, guys, we are on lesson 21, and I'm going to show you today setting the data type. Okay, the previous lesson you saw what is a data type. Now I'm going to show you at least a bunch of examples of setting the data types. Okay, this is going to be pretty lengthy video because I'm going to show at least 5 or 6 different examples. So get ready and log into your Jetson Nano through putty. Let me share my screen and we will take it forward from there. I hope you guys can see my screen. There you go. All right, guys. So basically in Python, the data type is set when you assign a particular value to a variable, right? Now let me show you an example of string. String is a data type. You are going to see more details about string in the upcoming lessons. All right, guys. So let's say let's open the file nano data.py. Okay, let me delete this code. Let's say the data type string x equal to double quote hello world. Okay, and here I want to display say I want to print out x, right? So what do? Print open bracket and close x and close bracket. Okay, and then what I would like to do is also the print the data type. All right, print type, print type. Okay, and then what type you want to see inside x, and then close it like this. So guys, when you want to print a specific data type, you are calling that type, right? So you need to have double bracket. That means inside a bracket you have a type, and then what type you are calling in, that is x in this case, that is hello world. So you got to have another open bracket and close bracket, and then another bracket to close the whole thing, right? All right, let's see what happens. How do I save it? Control O, enter, control X. Now let me execute this program. Python 3 data.py. What do you think the output should be? Guess. Let's see. All right, the class string str. So it says, because you are calling for a type, right? You want to see what type of data is there. So it's a string. There you go. Hello world is a string. All right, now let's clear this. All right, now let's see one more example, guys. So let's say integer. How do you call the type integer? So for example, let's open that nano.data.py. Okay, let me delete this program. Now for integer, let's say x equal to 20. Now I want to display the x, print x. Okay, now I want to see what type it is. Say print, then open bracket, type, then inside that x again, and then close the full bracket. Hope you understand this. All right, now control O and enter, control X. All right, now let's see Python 3 data.py. Boom, there you go. Can you see that? 20. So the class is integer, int. So that's the type of data. So this is another example of data type. How do you call for the type? How do you know? How do you print? How do you execute a program where you can see what type of data it is inside? Let me show you some other example as well so that you get a hang of it. So now let's see float. Let's think about float as a data type. Okay, let's see what happens. So nano data.py, I am opening that Python file, I am deleting that old program. Sorry guys. So x equal to, say for example there's a float value, say 25.5 just an example, and I want to print this. So print x, right? Now I want to see what type of data it is. So print, right, open bracket. Guys, these syntaxes are very important. The open bracket, the equal to, the colon, and all those things. Better get used to this. Okay, where I type x. Okay, now I want to close this. So let's say now we need to save and execute. Control O, enter, Control X. Now let me execute this file, python 3 data.py. Boom, can you see there? So it says the data type is float. It's a float value. Okay, I hope it's clear. Let's take some more example, guys. I think it's going to be interesting. Let's say a complex number. These are some basic mathematics you would have definitely studied in your school, right? So I'm going to show you what that complex means in Python data type. So let's open that file again, nano data.py. Okay, I hope I'm not going very fast. Let me slow it down if you want. Let's say x equals to say 1, say j, just an example. All right, x equal to 1j, and then I want to print x. Okay, open and close, print x, where I want to display what type of data it is in x. Okay, and then I'm going to print the type x and then close the full bracket. All right, now let's see what happens. Let me save this file, Control O, enter, Control X. All right, now let me execute this Python file, that is python 3 data.py. Can you see that 1j? So it's a complex number where it's a combination of digit and integer. So it's a class, it's a complex number. So that's one of the data type, right? Let me show you another example. Probably it's going to be interesting. So let's say a list, right? You are going to learn about what a list is in the next video. Next upcoming videos, I'm going to show you list and tuples and whatnot. It's going to be pretty interesting. But this is just an example for you to know how to call for a data type using type. So let's say nano data.py. All right, this is our previous program. I'm going to delete it. Let's say x equal to, now I'm going to give multiple data. So what I need to do, I'm going to use a square bracket. It's very important, right? And a double quote. Let's say Iron Man, and then double quote, close, and then comma, and then again another data, maybe say Black Widow. Okay, double quote, close, and comma, and let's give another data. Say for example, what do we say, Doctor Strange. Okay, now let me close this with a square bracket. Guys, remember this square bracket. Okay, now I want to print x. What's happening? Print x, okay, which is going to display, and then I'm going to print the type. Print type one more bracket, inside the bracket, that is x, which is where your data resides. There you go. Now let's save and execute and run this program. Control O, enter, Control X, right? Let me execute this Python program, guys. Python 3 data.py. Boom, can you see that? Now the class it says is it's a list, because inside the list you have this square bracket with the double quoted letters inside. That becomes your lists. Okay, now the class it says it's a list, so that's the type which you ask for. You're asking Python what type it is, and it's showing up. It's a list in a square bracket, that is Iron Man, Black Widow, Doctor Strange. As simple as that, guys. Let me clear this. I would like to show you another example for a data type called tuple. You are going to learn about tuple and the range and all those things in the upcoming videos, but these are just an example I'm trying to show you to call for a data type. So let's say nano data.py. I'll open the same file and I'm going to delete this program. Alright, this program is deleted. Let's say x equal to, now I'm going to use the round bracket, the normal round bracket. Okay, say bumblebee. Okay, close, and then the comma. Give another set of data, maybe Avengers, comma, and then give a double quote for another set of data, not a set, another data. Anything, maybe say, what do I do? Jeep, something different. Now close the bracket. Now I want to print x. Okay, after printing I also want to see what class it is, I mean what is the type of data it is. So what do I do? Print type and x, inside the bracket, a small bracket, you need to call for that x, and again you need to close the whole bracket including the type and the data inside, that is x. Right, now let's save this file. Control O, enter, Control X. Now let's execute this program using Python 3. Python 3 data.py. Boom, can you see that? Now the class it says it's a tuple. Why? You're going to learn about that, but the data type is tuple, right? Bumblebee, Avengers, Jeep. Within that rounded bracket, it's called a tuple, right? And the class it says it's a tuple, it's a data type. Alright guys, so once again let me clear this. So if you want to see some more examples, I can keep going on and on. Anyways, let me try to give you another example that's going to be interesting again. Let's say let me open that file, nano data.py. I am opening the nano IDE file, the Python file, okay, which we created before. Let me delete this program. Okay, now I am going to show you a data type called range. Okay, range, range. It's called range. You are going to learn about range in the upcoming video, but this is just a data type. So I'm going to show you an example, a simple example. Say for example, x equal to range, and range what, from where, from starting point to the end point. So let's give some number in a small bracket, say 6, just a random number. Okay, now I want to display print x. All right, now I want to display the data type, print type, then another bracket to show the data from x, right, and then close the whole bracket. All right, now let me save this. Control O, enter, Control X. Okay, how do I execute? Python 3 python 3 data.py. Can you see that? So it's a range from 0 to 6. Why? Because I just called for 6. Anything which starts, it starts from 0, right? Any of the integer, it starts from 0 to 9. That's how it works. So the range, the class, it says it's a range, and it starts from 0 to 6 because I gave a 6. Alright guys, now if you want some more example, I can keep going on, but I would suggest let's stop here, and I will come back and give you a new lesson on different types of data again and get into each section one by one. I hope you like this video guys, and please do subscribe to this channel and give a like, give a thumbs up, and do leave a comment below if you like it. Do not like it, no problem, feel free, ask me questions, I'll be glad to help you. See you till then, bye bye.